Two big streaming names, one major showdown. Which one really delivers? On the left, FuboTV, sports-first live TV streaming. And on the right, the Roku channel, free smart TV entertainment hub. Let's skip the buzzwords and get to what actually matters. Each category earns points, and by the end, you'll know exactly who comes out on top. The results for 2025 might just surprise you. Here's a quick mind map of exactly what we'll be comparing. Price, channels and content, sports coverage, device compatibility, streaming quality, ad frequency, DVR and recording, simultaneous streams, and user experience. Take a mental note or jot it down, because we're going to cover all of these. Ready? Let's jump in. All right, let's kick things off with price. So, FuboTV. This one's definitely on the pricier side, with flexible plans ranging from about $75 to $95 per month. That's, well, definitely a leap for folks who just want to watch TV casually. Honestly, the premium cost gets you extras, but according to the 2025 survey, it also got the lowest customer satisfaction. Ouch. Now, Roku channel, it's kind of wild. They just throw the gates open. It's totally free, right? No monthly fees, no subscriptions. You just sit back, watch, and endure some ads. If you're budget conscious or just hate subscription fatigue, this is seriously a win. You get value, but sure, frequent ads and less exclusive premium stuff. But still, for price, Roku channel definitely takes it. Next up, channels and content. FuboTV is like a candy store for sports and TV lovers. Depending on your plan, you get anywhere from 170 to over 250 channels. That's pretty stacked. Regional sports, MLB Network, NBA TV, NHL Network, and even 4K for some sports events. Sounds awesome, right? But keep in mind, the more you want, the higher the bill goes. And for some reason, TNT Sports is just missing. Now, switching to Roku channel, surprise, you get over 350 live channels. Yeah, you heard that number right. That's everything from news like CNN and ABC to movies, DreamWorks, Lionsgate, and a growing kids section. There's a lot here, but honestly, the exclusive or premium stuff is definitely limited compared to Fubo, and the sports coverage? Not even close. So for pure channels and variety, FuboTV edges ahead. Let's get messy with sports coverage, because this is where Fubo just flexes. Seriously, if you eat, sleep, breathe sports, Fubo has RSNs like Bally Sports, Nessun, MSG, plus the big networks for MLB, NBA, and NHL. Multiview? You can watch up to 4 channels at once, which, okay, that's just cool. Even international sports are in there. Only thing is, TNT Sports is MIA, which, if you love hoops and hockey, might sting a bit. Plus, it's not cheap. Roku channel, on the other hand, offers just basic news and highlight clips. Maybe a sprinkle of live games through their partner channels, but it's not for hardcore fans. Sports coverage is kind of just an extra. They're not trying to compete. So, in case you couldn't guess, FuboTV wins here. No contest. Oh, and here's something cool. Did you know free ad-supported streaming services are growing 3 times faster than paid subscriptions in 2025? Kind of wild when you think about how much people love free content. Plus, more options for everyone. Up next, device compatibility. Fubo plays nice with all the big hitters. Roku, Fire TV, Apple TV, Android, iOS, even Xbox. And you can watch right in your browser. Downside? If you're a PlayStation user or love non-streaming tech, might be a bummer. No support there. Roku channel, though? Oh, this is interesting. Built into tons of smart TVs and, obviously, seamless on any Roku device. Just pick up the remote, tap, and go. Works on Fire Stick, Apple TV, and mobile, plus the web. Honestly, plug and play on Roku devices is just dreamy for anyone who hates setup headaches. Sure, it's a bit slower on browsers, but for sheer convenience and integration, Roku channel really nails it. Winner, Roku channel. Now, let's talk streaming quality. FuboTV steps up with up to 4K resolution on select sports and events. Yeah, you can actually see the sweat on athletes. No extra fees for 4K, and the adaptive streaming keeps it smooth, unless, well, you're watching a channel stuck at 1080p. Not every broadcast is 4K though, so results will vary. Roku channel, pretty snappy with 1080p for most content, and their interface is pretty clean, feels almost premium at times. However, if your internet lags, expect some drops to 720p. And if you're hunting for true 4K, you won't find much. So for streaming quality and getting that crispy picture, Fubo just pulls ahead again. Time to get real about ad frequency. FuboTV, if you're paying for it, you're basically ad-free. Premium experience all the way. Only catch, you pay extra for that luxury. And sometimes you might still run into unskippable ads on certain content, which is like, come on, really? Roku channel? Well, their whole thing is ads. They keep it free by serving you 1 to 2 minutes of ads every 10 minutes. But honestly, compared to a lot of live TV apps, those ad breaks aren't that bad. It feels reasonable, unless you're binge watching a feature film, then you'll definitely notice. And yes, more aggressive ad monetization than Fubo, but hey, for a free ride, it's expected. Roku channel gets the nod here for having fewer or shorter ad breaks despite being ad-supported. DVR and recording. Y'all, Fubo has unlimited cloud DVR, which is a lifesaver if you're recording entire shows or sports events. Want to catch up on last night's game? Done. You do need a subscription, and like any cloud thing, you're hoping their servers don't hiccup. Roku channel, on the other hand, meh. There's a huge on-demand library, but you can't record live TV. No DVR functionality at all. So if you're all about time-shifting your favorite shows, Fubo, once again, is the go-to. Simultaneous streams is next. Fubo lets you run wild, up to 10 simultaneous streams per account, plus that cool multi-view feature so the whole family can watch different stuff at once. Only thing, you'll need to pay for the upper tiers. But still, that's just bonkers. Roku channel can work across devices, sure, but it's more geared towards solo use or maybe some basic sharing. Info on family sharing is pretty vague. So, if you need major stream power for your household, FuboTV is a clear winner. Last one, user experience. Fubo's got a comprehensive channel guide, some cool multi-view tech, and it's pretty established. But, and honestly, this surprises me, its customer satisfaction rating in 2025 is the lowest on the list. People report performance issues, so not everyone's a fan. Roku channel, meanwhile, is just smooth. Modern, fast, search feels great, and the interface is clean and intuitive. Stability? Nearly flawless. Maybe it lacks some advanced DVR options in the deepest channel list, but the average user experience here definitely tops Fubo. Roku channel takes this one. All right, so here's how it all stacks up graphically. FuboTV dominates sports and premium features, while Roku channel holds down price, device compatibility, user experience, and ad management. Kind of fun to see where your priorities land on the radar. So at the end of the day, let's keep it real. If you're a hardcore sports fan and need all those live games, RSNs, streaming in glorious 4K, and family sharing, FuboTV is worth those extra bucks. But if you're just looking to watch a massive variety of shows and movies completely free, with tight integration and zero subscription headaches, Roku channel is honestly the obvious pick. For budget viewers and casual streamers, Roku can't be beat. But if content, especially sports, is all that matters, Fubo is where you want to go. So, what's it going to be? Ready to finally cut that cable cord forever? Choose the one that vibes with your watching style. And let us know if you're Team Fubo or Team Roku channel down in the comments.